Hello everyone, and welcome back to Satisfactory. In this episode, as I have promised in the last one, we will sort out our circuit board production and we will use that alternative recipe that we have unlocked a while ago, which will make sure that we can use purely oil-based products to make those circuit boards. But before we get to all that, I have decided to actually rebuild one half of the iron smelting facility, because if you remember, we had to move the smelters inside a little bit and that created a big empty space inside. At the end, I will put in these anti-grav railroad supports. As you can see, they are not going to be exactly original, but I think they will look very, very nice. So anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. And we are back. Okay, so as I have said at the end of the last episode, I would like to start by basically pushing this wall back in a little bit, just so the two factories right next to each other line up in terms of entrances and width and all that kind of stuff. Because right now this one is a little bit wider and that messes with the way these entrances look, as you can see. The further one out is narrower, so they don't quite line up as I would like them to. So do we have enough room? No, I don't think we do. So I think we will start by first dropping off a couple of things. I should have done this quite a while ago. We have been struggling with our inventory space for a while, so there. Summer's loop, I think that's very situational, so I think I will actually drop these. Of course, the slugs, we will process them at some point. This is pure coal. Oh yeah, we picked them up on the quartz side, we don't need it. Anything else we can drop? The mushrooms. And I think that is pretty much it. Yeah, sure, this will do. Okay, next I will feed the unwanted stuff into the awesome sink, for example, the automated wiring, the frameworks, and that's about it. Yes, I think so. Sure. And I will put that hard drive into the MEM just for processing, so we can actually get it out of the way. There we go. Okay, so let's get to work. I will maintain the general shape of this building, and I think that will be okay. Also, I think instead of having these veggies at the entrance, we will instead have corner pieces like this. Yeah, exactly. There. So I think the entrance will look a little bit more inviting this way. So anyways, let me quickly take care of this and then we will get to the actual meat of this episode. I believe we are pretty much done, at least on the first level. Of course, once the opportunity arises, we will actually continue this one going up, but I think for now we are okay. I also decided, yeah, I will actually add extra windows on the sides here at the entrances. But other than that, it is pretty much exactly the same as it was before. So yeah, there we go. So it is now done and it should line up with the other factory. Let's take a look. Yeah, this actually looks a lot more symmetrical now. Okay, so in the last episode, I was talking about that maybe we could go to the oil refinery and set up a circuit board factory. Because we recently picked up a recipe, an alternate recipe for circuit boards that could be made purely out of oil-based products. I believe rubber and petroleum coke. Now, I did plug that into the Satisfactory tools calculator, and I think, well, if we use 2 normal deposits of oil, then we could have a pretty decent 40 per minute of circuit boards coming in. Yeah, for 240 oil, we could do it. That will also leave us with a little bit of extra residue byproduct we could use for whatever we need, and I think we will take advantage of that as well. So let me put together the shopping list. Memory search complete. Okay, let's take care of that first real quick. Also, the versatile frameworks are almost done in the space elevator. It seems we have been waiting for a while, it seems. Now, let's see. Deuterium wire or rubber concrete? No, I think we are okay on concrete for now. And we don't really need this one, so let's rescan. Now this time iron wire and I suppose electrolytes iron, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I will go for this one, I suppose. Okay. So let me put together the shopping list. We will need 2 oil extractors because we will put those on 2 of the normal deposits. Then we will need, let me see. Yeah, let's go for 240 incoming. So we will need 8 refineries for the rubber making. Then 1 more to turn the residue, heavy oil residue into fuel. And then we will have 3 more refineries for the petroleum coke and 8 assemblers for the actual circuit boards. Right? Right, okay. That's a big list. Okay. So first things first. Let me make sure we have everything we need. So we will start with the copper sheets. I will pick up a bit of extra so we can actually make the pipes. Then some steel pipes right here. There we go, and a bunch of motors. At this point we should have plenty of these. Not plenty, but we are not hurting. Let me see, maybe 200 will be enough. Yeah, that's going to be okay. Let me quickly go down the list. Anything that is on the cusp of just being barely enough? No, I think we are okay. Okay. Anything else you want to pick up in the meantime? Not really. I think we should be okay. Anything else we want to do? Research something just to be on the safe side. Maybe we have 17 tickets. You know what? not 17, sorry, 28 tickets altogether, because we had 11 on us already. Yeah, let's do this before we go. So this one I believe is done. Yeah, apart from the Mark III outlets, that's fine. Organization, we have all the signs, and that's all we need. I wouldn't mind having access to these. That would be kind of cool. Sure. I will deal with the paints at some point, not right now. Foundations, we have every one of these. Walls, they are done as well. Architecture. I suppose these see-through frames are basically foundations that we can fall through. That's fine. Might as well. Construction fences. And let me see. For 250 homing ammo. No, I don't think so. But for one ticket, we could get 5 medical inhalers. How many tickets we have left? Total 24. We have 4 tickets left. You know what? Might as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is 28 tickets altogether. Sure.
Fix-It does not waste, and all consumable products have been designed with this core value in mind. All consumables have an infinite shelf life and achieve their full purpose when used. They can't be wasted.
Okay, I will see you once we arrive at the oil refinery. Okay, before we actually go to the refinery, let me survey the land. This feels like a bit of a big project, so I think maybe we want to build it here instead of right next to the other refinery, because I think we will need a bit of space, and this lines up with the cardinal direction, so I think we will actually build the facility here, and we will just need to pipe the oil in from the deposits. Okay, let me quickly... There we go. I will start setting up a platform right away, and then we will take care of the inputs. So, I believe, yeah, we do have a big beehive there. Or we had a big beehive there. And I believe there's a small one as well, and we should have a spitter roaming around. Oh, there you are. Okay, and it is nightfall. Not great, but I think we can manage. Okay, so the incoming oil will be only 240, so we can theoretically deal with this with a single pipe. I believe the throughput of a Mark I pipe is 300, so we should be okay on that. Let me just clear the area a little bit. There. I will actually pick up the mushrooms because I think it would be better if we actually used our own resources to make our healing items. There. And maybe, okay, just for completeness, bye. Okay, so as I have said, we will start a new foundation right here. This looks like a pretty good way through, I suppose. Or maybe from here instead. Basically, I will route the incoming oil through this little strip of foundations. And we will start the actual production facility right there in the water. Although, let me just take a look from the top. But no, I think in the blue crater, the lake is the actual flat ground, so that is the best we can do right now. Everything else is way too uneven and rocky, so yeah. So I believe we do have a oil seep, yeah, right here next to the pure one. This should be, yes, it is normal. And where is the other one? Crude oil. Oh, there we go. It is right here. Oh, okay, I didn't say it. It is right on top of our foundation. I suppose that's good news. Now, is this low enough? Sorry, can you please leave? Thank you. Okay, so this is where the pipes will go. Let me see, can I make this one? Well, you know what? This will be okay. And then I suppose we can have the junction on the side of this pipe. I would like it to be centered, so maybe we can use these pillars. Let me see. So, junction. No, it doesn't want to line up. I mean, it lines up, but it doesn't want to snap. Oh well. I suppose it can go. There is a little bit less room than I would like. Yeah, right there. Okay, so pipe goes in there and comes out here. And we will of course feed the other oil extractor into this one. Okay, so yes, the output is 120. That's great. If we need to increase it, I suppose we can use overclocking, but I don't think we will need to. Anyways, let me quickly pipe in this guy. And you know what? Might as well start filling these pipes in. There's simply no reason not to power things up around here. So there, and the power will come with us this way. Okay, so we should start filling up the pipes. Well, I suppose instead of a support, we could have the junction there instead. Okay, let's try it. So, pipe, junction, right there. You will feed into this one. Is it straight? Yeah, it looks straight. Then you will feed into that one. And, okay. As it happens, it is also, well, not completely straight, but close enough. And you will feed into this support. Okay, now let's get started on the actual production platform. So we will need to have 8 refineries at the start. I think it's going to be pretty obvious that we need to extend at least a little bit more into the water. I think this will do. Yeah. Okay, so I believe the width of our refineries was 3 tiles wide. Let me just check. So if we want to put in a refinery, input here. Yeah, 3 tiles will be plenty enough. Okay. We will of course leave this middle space for pipes and walking around and things like that. And I will extend this as far as we can. Okay, let's place down the actual platform now. The good thing about Crater Lake is that it is actually pretty shallow. You can even see the bottom from here. So yeah, I think these foundations will not really look too out of place if you just leave them floating. Okay, so let's place down 4 on each side. I suppose will be okay. Refinery. And off we go to the races. There. So instead of offsetting on the refineries on each side, we will very likely have 2 of these junctions like this. I think that's going to be okay. And yeah, I really wish that we could mirror the buildings in this game, but for some reason the developers didn't include that much needed feature. Oh well. Beggars can be choosers. Okay, so these guys are now set up in terms of inputs. These will give us rubber, so we need to use this one. By the way, what about residual? Okay, polymer, resin and water. Yeah, let's just use this one. Okay, so copy and paste it over to every one of these guys. And done. All right, so next, can I maybe make this at least this last pipe without a junction? Yes, I think we can. There we go. Also coffee cup out. Okay. So we don't need to have solid inputs. We are just going to have solid outputs and liquid outputs. Well, I think we can deal with the pressure, so we can elevate the outputs a little bit. That's going to be fine, and we will have the belts on the ground level, I suppose. Let me check. So if we want to have, let me put in the junctions now. I think this will be enough spacing, but for some reason they are not stackable like mergers and splitters, and that is not ideal. Okay, I suppose we can have the liquids on ground level in that case. And I think that's going to be enough space for the bad elevators. Okay, let's feed this through. We will need to take care of this outcoming residue, of course. That is why we need these pipes. Okay, and now let's take care of the output of the rubber. Let me see. So the output will be 20 per minute. So we will have 80 on each side. So I suppose Mark II belts are in order. Technically speaking, the lifts can be Mark I. So that's going to be fine. I would like to avoid clipping into the pipes if I can avoid it. Let me see. If we build the mergers, let me see, right on top of these pipes. Yeah, they are actually facing the right way. So they need to be at least level 2. Because that is the minimum the elevators can handle. So lift mark 1. I'm not sure. Okay, it actually clicks, but this amount of clipping, I don't know. It looks wrong. What if we move these guys out a little bit more? Yeah, basically there. Elevate. Then the elevator. Click. And this spacing looks correct. Now we will remove these. Not the junction. There we go. And we will put these in flush against the elevator. Not the best solution, but under the circumstances, I think this will be okay. Also, I just noticed that I actually use the Mark 4 elevators. We only need Mark 1s, please. There we go. And the last one should be, yeah, the last one is okay. So, after they are merged into the main belt, we will need Mark 2s. And this will go all the way to the end. Okay, so now we have the residual heavy oil and the rubber coming out. Let me take care of that on the other side. Okay, so that one is taken care of. Next, we will need to turn some of that residual oil into petroleum coke, and then the rest will be merged into fuel. Okay, so we basically need 3 refineries for petroleum coke. Okay. Let me see. I think we can use the same kind of output layout that we did for the other side. So basically we will have a refinery here in the middle. Something like this, I suppose. Yeah, that looks okay. There and there. These will be responsible for the petroleum coke. Copy, paste, and paste. Okay. So we will need to feed the majority of our residual oil in here. I think we will accomplish this. I think we will need to introduce a small airlock for this place. Okay, first, let me quickly put in the actual resources there and there. Okay, then the pipes will feed into there, preferably with nice 90-degree bends. Yeah, there we go. Okay, next, before we get to this, I would like to sort out the residual fuel refining. For that one, we only need a single refinery, and I think I will put it, well, I suppose here will be okay. But we will need to do this with an airlock. And I think we can do it if well, I wish it would actually snap if it was facing this way, but it doesn't, but I suppose that should be okay. So what we need to do is basically, I don't know if it actually is an airlock, maybe like a pressure lock, or I don't know what to call it. There. Basically, the fluids will try to stay as close to the lowest point of the system as possible. So if we introduce a piece of pipe going up, it will only get fed once everything else in the system is backed up. So theoretically, this pipe only gets any oil once everything else is completely full. So this is going to be basically a overflow valve, I suppose. But I think we can do a little bit better because this pipe looks a little bit, I don't know, sad. No. Vertical. I think the horizontal to vertical, I think it's going to look the same. Yeah, it looks the same. It's a little bit, I don't know, squished, I suppose is a good word for it. Oh well, it does the job. That's all. It should do the job is what I mean to say. So anyways, this will give us residual fuel. Okay. Well, the thing is that this will give us a little bit more fuel than we can actually make use of. Okay, fine. I suppose we can have some, either have some generators running intermittently, or I will do the same kind of pressure valve kind of setup, and we will feed the vast majority of the output into a fuel generator, and the overflow will go into a fluid packager, which will, I suppose, feed into a MEM, sorry, not a MEM, a awesome sink. Okay, so for now, I will just put in a single generator, and I will take care of the rest at some point. Yeah, I think on this little side platform will be okay. So facing this way, and it is actually colliding with the refinery. I would like it to be centered. Maybe, yeah, let's just push it back. That's going to be fine. Hologram. Let's see the back. Yeah, we can make a little bit more nudges, and that should be okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, give me a pipe, please. Sorry. Okay, fine. Let's just use the construction menu, logistics, pipe. There we go. Nice and clean. Okay. So, anything else coming out? No. Good. So this will be 120 petroleum coke from these three. So combined is 320. Right? Wait. Oh, right. We are going to use less than what we are going to produce. So yeah, it's fine. So we will merge the outputs, I suppose. But first, maybe we should place down the assemblers, because they are the final consumers. Now we will need to have 8 assemblers, so I suppose we should be able to place down our blueprints and 4 on each side. There. Let's see, let's find a more or less central point. There we go. So if we try to use our blueprints, we will need, so this is the counterclockwise, which means that this will feed, this is what it, this is the side that this will need to go on. Let me see. I suppose it can go there, right? Let's place down the hologram. Well, maybe nudge it a little bit just for the sake of the elevators. 2 times, I suppose. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, so hopefully we need only 1 more time. There. Right? Right. Yes, so this was the counterclockwise. Now we need... Oh, sorry. I forgot that we can actually have E switching with on these as well. So yeah, this is the clockwise version now. So if we place this one down, facing, yeah, that is exactly the right way. Line it up with the other one. With the blue line, there we go. Turn it into a hologram and nudge it in place. That should do it. Okay, so let's check on the belts up here. Yeah, this one goes the correct way and this one as well. Good. Just need to put in 1 more. There we go. Okay. Let's put the power, the belts and all the kind of stuff together. I am not 100% sure. Let me see. So what the actual production rate is going to be. Sorry, the input rates. So, okay, so the elevators can be Mark 1s. That's going to be fine. So if you don't mind, I will actually switch these out. And I believe that should be it. Yeah, there we go. And then the overall throughput on one side will have to be 160 petroleum coke. So yeah, I think we will need to use Mark III belts, right? This is 120 and this is 480 or no, 270. So yeah, we will need Mark III belts. So these are already okay. And I suppose that should be it. Oh, right. We need to have belts down here as well. Okay. Now we need to feed the different resources in here. Well, since we have a 50-50 split between the 2 sides, I think we can split the rubber in between, and then the coke will have a splitter, I suppose. Sure, or let me see. So we will feed them through here. Yeah, it's going to be easier if we just merge and then split. That's going to be fine. So, let me see. I don't really like that they are so offset from each other. So the inputs can be 320. I suppose a tier 3 belt should do it. There, and then we will have a splitter. I don't want to worry about convoluted belts and things like that. So for this one, we will definitely need to have a T Mark IV belt going in between these two, and then a Mark III belt going up. I suppose we can have elevators to take care of the actual moving stuff up and down. So let me see. Is this lining up? I wonder. I don't think so. But maybe. Let's check. So for this one, we will need Mark III elevators and facing that way. No, that way. Oh, lovely. They line up. Now they will not line up on this side, but I think that's going to be fine. There we go. So for this one, we only need Mark III belts. There and there, yeah. Sure, and these guys will feed in to the top up there. Let me see. This one will, let me see, 80, so I suppose a Mark II belt will be enough. How bad is the clipping? It's not too bad. It could be better, but I think I can make peace with this. Yeah, sure. Okay, let's feed them in. So you will need to go into the top input. Right there. And you the same. Okay, I believe this is it. Now we just need to hook the outputs together. So the output will be 40 per minute altogether, right? So if we want to have this recipe, yeah, 5 per minute output is not a lot, but oh well. So I suppose we can deal with this with a Mark I belt if we have to. And you know what, might as well. Waste not, want not, right? Okay, so now we need to merge these together, and I suppose we can have the train station right here. Of course, I don't think we are going to have enough time to actually bring the trains here, but I think we can actually set up at least the station itself. Let me see. So I think we will have the station. Where is it? Transport. Train station first, facing that way. Right there. And then a single rail platform or freight platform will do, facing this way, because this is where the input will come from. By the way, computer. Okay, so maybe we should consider building the actual computers here and ship the finished product back to the main base, because we have both the circuit boards and the plastic here. We just need to make some cables and that's it. So you know what? I think this will actually not be here. It will be at a different place. For now, I will push these into a storage and that's going to be it. So let me see, builder, organization, storage container. There, and just temporarily I will set up a dimensional depot so we can actually gain access to it from far away. Let me see, organization, dimensional depot. We need fluctuators. I think we should be able to make it. Let me quickly put down a crafting bench. Yeah, we can make it. I just need 6 more and that's it. That's fine. Thank you. So we need a dimensional depot. Just so this... we could also introduce a awesome sink, I suppose. You know what? Yeah, let's do it because I want to make sure that this place keeps running. Plus it will be a good source of points, I suppose. So can we build a awesome sink? Yes, we can. There. Do we have AI limiters? No, we don't. Okay. Crafting bench out once again. Please give me a AI limiter. There you are. Okay. That should keep us going for at least a little while. Let me see. So first we need to merge these outputs. They are misaligned, it seems. Huh? How come? How did we misalign the assemblers? Oh, geez. Okay, fine. It really irks me, but I think we will have to make peace with this. It's going to be way too much work just to sort this small error out. Oh well. So, as I have said, a merger facing this way. The input, yeah, everything can be Mark 1, that's fine. The overall output will be 40, so yeah, a single Mark 1 will be able to deal with it. Then a smart splitter, I suppose there, 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 and there. And of course, the overflow will be going towards the awesome sink. Okay, you can hook into that one. Don't need power for this guy. Let's sort out the power for the rest of the facility and we should be able to boot this place up and we can check if it actually works. I don't see why it shouldn't, but it never hurts to make sure, right? theoretically, we are done. Okay, so the oil should be in the system already. Oh yeah, it is completely full. Well, instead of feeding the power from there, I think I will actually set up a big power pole on that end and hook it into that big power pole. Although, I think that one is already full. Yeah, it is full. That's not great. Let me see. Well, in that case, I suppose we can bring a small power pole down. That will do the job as well. Okay, so fingers crossed. And things are still red. Okay, I did not hook these together, it seems. There we go. Yes, and these guys. Okay, so far so good. So, is there anything with red lights? No? Okay, so we are making the rubber there. Soon we should see oil residue making into the... Yes, there we go. We have heavy oil residue in this pipe. And if everything goes well, these guys should fill up before the fuel refinery. Let's make sure. Okay, this one is actually being fed, which it shouldn't. Maybe if you make this pipe a little bit taller. Also, these guys are super loud. Let me see. How can we make this work? Bring it up there and then hook it in, maybe? So will this result in oil, heavy oil residue in this pipe? So far so good. This should only start filling up once everything else is completely full. So these are, let me see. Oh, sorry. Not this one, but this one. So this one is filling up. That's great. Exactly what we need to see. There's still a little bit of oil, but let me see, is it actually flowing into the system? I mean the refinery? Okay, I don't think it actually makes it into the refinery itself. So I think the pressure lock is working now. Yeah, there's nothing in here, only in this segment a little bit, that's fine. So I think this works so far. This will give us the petroleum coke, and it will be a continuous production, exactly as we need. Okay, so the raw resources are being fed in. Lovely to see. And we have production of circuit boards. Not a lot, only 40, but it will do the job, and that's what's important, right? Great. Okay, so we have circuit boards on the dimensional network. Great. I think we can call this a success, I suppose. I suppose we will need to sort out the overflow of gas, because if this one backs up, then we will be in trouble for this place. So yeah, we will need to keep an eye on it. At some point, I think I will introduce the same kind of pressure lock on this pipe. So we will have the primary output of the fuel going into this generator, and any overflow will go into a packager, which will, well, package the fuel and then shove it into either a dimensional depot or a awesome sink. But I think this will work for now. Right, okay, so I think we can call this one done for now. Yeah, and as I have said, we will actually build the computers here. We just need to sort out a little bit of cable production and that's it. Do we have any copper deposits nearby? There we go, we have one there, impure, but we only need a little bit of cable coming in, so that's not going to be a problem. We have a normal one here, so yeah, I think we will be fine. Let me just take a look at our handiwork from an elevated position. There we go. It is very similar to the other one, but I think that's fine. Also, you know what? Let's celebrate by... There we go. Let's blow up some spewers, or, well, we only have a single Nobelisk left. So I think I will go for the hive. Never mind, that was not enough. Okay, can I make the pickup? Oh, we are outside the clouds, so that's fine. There we go. Okay. You know what? Before we go, let me show you what I have come up with for the railroad supports. I did do a little bit of tinkering in the blueprint designer, and I think I have come up with a, well, not an original or not even a pretty solution, but I think it will do the job. Okay, I can demonstrate what I have come up with in this little crater right here. What we need to do first is to peel back these foundations. At least a while. There we go. This is just for demonstration. I don't think this, what I place down now, is going to be permanent, but I just want to show you what I have come up with. I think it's going to be very similar to the one in the video that I've got the inspiration from. There we go. So the one I have come up with is these two. We will start with this one, I suppose. Line it up. There. And then we will switch over to the other one. There, hook that one into, let me see, there. And then another support, then another set of beams, then another support, so on and so forth. Okay, so let's take a look. This is what it looks like. As I have said, it is very similar to the one in the video that I have linked, or not linked, but put into the top right corner messages that I usually do. So it looks very similar to the one in that video. So yeah, I managed to turn the very small signs into these circular lamps. Let me just show you how I did that, and then I think we will say goodbye. Let me just quickly take a look. So the way I achieved this one is, there we go. Basically, I put this gradient, radial gradient background in, and the layout was the third one. And basically, I made sure that the primary source of the background basically is black, and the other two are bright blue. And I had to play around with the actual values. By default, the maximum value on these is only 1 and the minimum is 0. But if we input more than that, that will be actually registered. And if we put in less than 0, -1, that will also register, and that will make the colors even more vibrant or even less vibrant. So this is a lot more forceful black, and this is a lot more forceful blue. Let me just show you what it looks like without these kind of tricks. So 0, 0, and 1, select color. So that is what it looks like without this kind of playing around with the values. It looks like just a normal square lamp. But if we actually use, oh sorry, yeah, that's fine. So 10, 10, and -1 and -1, sorry, -1 and -1. There we go, select color, and now it will actually look circular. You can play around with the values if you want. I think this looks relatively okay. So yeah, this is the supports that I have come up with. I think they will go rather nice with this railroad. We don't need to worry about blocking any kind of passage through under them, so I think it's going to be a lot more beneficial to do it this way. And it still generates some lighting, so that's nice. So anyways, I think we are way over time at this point, so I will have to say goodbye. All that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you like the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching, and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.